semua kawan-kawan. Di layar kita ini ada Pak Aziz. Kita bisa, kalau Pak Aziz kita bisa cakap Melayu juga. Kenapa itu? Tapi mau cakap Inggris juga boleh lah ya. Berapa kita partisipan? 16, tapi nampaknya akan makin banyak. So Pak Aziz, just to make things short, dari proses yang sudah berjalan selama ini, kami akhirnya sampai kepada gagasan untuk melakukan research berbasis data yang sudah dikumpulkan oleh Moody's. Nah, kami akan fokus kepada perusahaan-perusahaan untuk secara keseluruhan begini. Kami ingin tahu kecenderungan investasi. Nah, the propensity to invest. Dalam konteks itu, kami ingin mengetahui peta atau gambaran perusahaan-perusahaan itu berinvestasi. Nah, untuk itu kami datang ke Orbis, kami komunikasi dengan Ibu Margaret, Ibu Wen, juga akhirnya ketemu Pak Aziz. Nah, itu gambaran besarnya. Jadi kami di sini ada terdaftar 16 peneliti di sini yang akan mengikuti session dengan Pak Aziz, dan saya kira kita tidak hanya sekali. Nanti kalau kita punya kebutuhan lagi kita akan kontak kembali Pak Aziz, lalu terus sampai kita paham, karena pasti ini it's a jungle. We don't know yet anything about the website and how they connect each other ya. So tanpa berpanjang lagi, silakan Pak Aziz general picture dulu tentang apa itu isinya Orbis Data, lalu nanti kita akan tanya jawab terus sampai dengan jam berapa kita setup? Jam 12 paling lama ya. Oke, kalau gitu. Silakan Pak Aziz.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Harry untuk mengambil masa untuk mempelajari ya tentang portal ini. Saya akan memberi overview ya yang cepat tentang portalnya. So, saya akan share screen ya.
Desi sudah dikasih akses, Pak Aziz?
Sudah, Pak.
Oke, siap.
So, ini adalah platform ya yang Anda akan menggunakan.
Orbis Vivindo. Oke.
Oke. So, ini ialah namanya Osiris. Ya, di sini kita ada ramai public listed companies di seluruh dunia ya. Ya. So, di sini kita ada settings, help dan lain-lain lagi. So, di sini Anda boleh ke help di sini. Anda boleh picit di user guide jika Anda ada soalan yang Anda tidak tahu tentang platform ini. So di platform ini ada introduksi bahawa kita mengembangkan datanya daripada information provider kita di seluruh dunia. So kita pun ada video dengan guides ya yang lain untuk menolong Anda untuk menggunakan platform ini ya. So nanti jika ada soalan atau jika saya tiada di situ, Anda boleh ke sini, boleh menggunakan seperti Google Search ya. Untuk mencari apa-apa informasi yang penting untuk Anda. Ya. Nanti saya akan memberitahu Anda bahawa untuk menggunakannya lah dengan example ya, dengan contoh-contohnya. So jika Anda mau mengetahui berapa company di sini, Anda boleh memicit all company. So di sini ada 100,000 lebih perusahaan untuk public listed companies ya. Okay, so kita boleh crosskan. So di sini kita ada ramai variable ya yang Anda boleh menggunakan untuk mengetahui bahawa financial datanya, ownership ya, dan tempat mana yang perusahaan tersebut diadakan atau mengetahui industrinya pun ya. Tapi sebelum kita ke situ, kita boleh ke sini untuk mengetahui tentang settings ya. So di sini di user preferences ya. Di user preference ni ya satu tempat yang penting. kerana anda boleh menggunakan limited list atau complete list. Jika anda menggunakan complete list, ada laporan kewangannya daripada IMF, International Monetary Fund. So nanti saya akan memberitahu anda bagaimanapun menggunakan ni. Kerana selalunya anda mungkin mau mengetahui tentang local currency, USD, mungkin IDR dan lain-lain lagi. So ini akan help you to save time ya untuk reconciliation across the different kind of currencies. Ya. Ketika habis boleh finish di sini. Dan yang kedua yang mungkin penting untuk anda pun ialah time consistency setting ya. Untuk mengetahui tentang bagaimana itu perusahaan tersebut fiscal calendar ditutup atau apa-apa lagi ya. Okay, so di sini setting ada yang lebih ramai. So nanti pun saya akan memberitahu anda tentang ini yang penting ialah user defined variable ya. Kerana saya ingat anda akan membuat variable anda sendiri untuk mengetahui tentang propensity to invest yang anda berbicara tentang tadi ya. So saya akan membuat satu contoh yang cepat untuk mengetahui tentang bagaimana untuk membuat strategi ya di sini supaya anda nanti boleh menggunakannya. So anda boleh mencari tentang perusahaan, nama perusahaannya, boleh mencari tentang identifikasi nombor, nombor identifikasi seperti di sini kita ada BVD ID number. Nanti di laporan perusahaan saya akan memberitahu anda di mana nombor ni boleh dicari pun ya. So ni ialah ID number yang unik ke sistem kami. So di sini pun kita ada status. So mungkin anda mau mengetahui tentang perusahaan-perusahaan yang aktif ya. So boleh pemicit OK. So ia akan ada satu step pertama ialah active company. Lepas tu anda boleh mencuba tentang world, country, or region. So mungkin anda mau di ASEAN ya. Boleh cari ASEAN. Dengan Far East dan Central Asia ya mungkin. Mungkin ASEAN aja. Boleh senang. Dan selepas tu anda boleh menggunakan industry search ya. So di sini kita ada industry classification ya, classification yang diberikan oleh USSIC, NACE, UKSIC dan lain-lain lagi. Dan nanti kita akan
Pak Aziz, coba boleh diklik lagi apa saja klasifikasinya?
Nanti dulu.
Okay.
Ya masih load ya.
Sorry.
Ya, tak apa-apa. Ya, mungkin selalunya di hotel
sih.
Internetnya lebih
Tambah
slow
ya.
Ya. Tapi di dalamnya ada ramai ya. Nanti saya mau anda lihat ya. Kerana ini satu step yang penting ya.
Oke.
Ya. So, ke sini ada soalan atau pertanyaan yang saya boleh tolong? Kerana sekarang belum
silakan
load ya.
Kawan-kawan, Ibu Bapak. Pak Aziz, kita boleh nanti interrupt ya di tengah-tengah kalau Pak Aziz sedang bicara ya. Jadi feel free aja. Ya, feel free aja kawan-kawan, nggak usah harus nunggu sesi. Kalau langsung ada mau ditanya, potong aja. Tapi nanti mau dikumpulkan juga tetap boleh. Oke. Lanjut Pak.
Ya, so di sini kita ada ramai industri code. So USSIC ialah Standard Industry Classification ya. Anda boleh ke Google apa tu USSIC dan lain-lain lagi dan mereka akan memberikan informasi tentangnya. So untuk mengetahui yang lain, so di sini kita ada seperti agricultural, forestry, hutanan untuk menangkap ikan, untuk mining ya semua dan lain lagi. So sampai 99 seperti administrasi pun semua di sini. So di setiap industry classification, kita ada subsector ya. So, okay, ada subsektornya. So, jika saya memicit plus ya, di sini kita akan mengetahui tentang cash grain, ada field crop, sayuran, untuk buah-buah, untuk farm dan lain lagi. So, anda boleh dalam
Manufaktur, Pak.
Hah?
Manufaktur.
Manufaktur ada.
Ya.
Nanti dulu ya. So, di sini ada semua kodnya. Seperti carbon black manufacturing, chemicals manufacturing, industrial, untuk ais pun ada. Membuat batu.
Ini sampai 4 digit, Pak ya?
Hah?
4 digit.
Saya ingat sampai ada 5 digit ya.
Oh, 5 digit. Oke, siap.
Ya. So, mungkin mesti cari ya jika untuk 5 digit, tapi ya di sini ada sampai 5 digit lah.
Oke.
Saya ingat sampai 5 digit ya.
Oke.
So, ada yang lain-lain. Mungkin anda mau yang manufacturing ya?
Ya.
Yang mana? Yang mana boleh saya menggunakan untuk contoh ni?
Silakan kalau kawan-kawan ada punya case. Kalau saya di kepala banyak, nanti saya mau. Oke, kita mulai dari ini, Pak. Dari food. Manufacturing food.
Ya. Saya suka food ya. Karena di Indonesia yang terkenal ialah itu apa tu? Indomie ya. Indofood ya. Itu kesukaan saya ya.
Oh gitu ya?
Ya. Wah, di sini Indomie lebih murah daripada Singapura ya.
Oh iya.
Singapura ya, satu paket $1. Di sini orang masak $1. Ya, ya. So kita mungkin boleh menggunakan food and kindred product. Dan di sini kita ada satu fungsi namanya textual search ya. So textual search ini digunakan seperti mencari any of these words, all of these words, exact phrase atau tidak mau semua perkataan tersebut lah. Yeah. So any of these words is, if let's say I use the instant noodles, right? Let's say I use instant noodle, mereka akan mencari instant atau noodle. Ya. Jika anda mau any all of these words, ya. Mereka mesti mencari instant dan noodle. Ya. Dan exact phrase ialah instant noodle aja. Di dalam itu apa tu? Ya, itu colon ya, dalam colonnya ya. Ya. So dan jika anda tak mau perkataan tersebut seperti instant noodle, anda boleh menaruhkannya di sini lah, ya. Okay?
Ya.
So mungkin kita mau mencari instant noodle ya, kerana kita berbicara tentang Indofood tadi. So kita boleh taruh di dalam exact phrase-nya instant noodle aja. Kerana kita taruh di any atau all of these words, tidak akan mendapat strategi yang lengkap lah untuk mencari instant noodle ya. So kita boleh lihat ada enam perusahaan yang membuat instant noodle ya. Dan di textual search ini ya, tadi anda memberitahu saya tentang anda mau mengetahui tentang manufacturing ya. So anda boleh menggunakan fungsi ini ya, yang unik ke sistem ini, ialah namanya wildcard functionality ya. So jika anda menggunakan ni asterisk ya, yang anda lihat di sini, boleh anda lihat asterisk ini. Ya, so asterisk ini ialah wildcard functionality yang kita ada di sistem. Mereka akan mencari perkataan yang bermulai dengan MANUF ya. So mereka akan mencari perkataan seperti manufacture, manufacturer, manufacturing dan lain-lain lagi yang bermula dengan MANUF ya. Okey, kita okey di sini. Ya, anda boleh melihat semua orang yang membuat instant noodle, mereka pun membuat manufacturingnya ya.
Pak Arik, boleh langsung potong ya Pak Arik? Sedikit.
Silakan, potong boleh Pak.
Potong sila.
Saya mau tanya tadi ketika kita memasukkan saya Andika saya penasarannya ketika kita memasukkan tadi kan contoh Pak Aziz misalnya typo tuh mereka bakal baca gak tuh ya ketika kita typo
Typo apa?
misalnya tadi manufacturing ternyata kita misalnya tulisnya double F gitu. Apakah mereka akan akan mengikuti seperti yang kita ketikkan terus akhirnya secara manufacturingnya itu nggak keluar atau mereka akan menyesuaikan? Karena kan kadang-kadang ada beberapa huruf in English itu ketika misalnya single itu sama jamak ada hurufnya yang berbeda gitu. Saya lagi nggak ingat karena apa sih contohnya, cuma saya beberapa kali menemukan searching itu gimana di tadi yang Pak Aziz.
Oke. So untuk sistem kami kita bukan macam Google ya. Fungsinya macam Google tapi jika Anda menggunakan perkataan yang salah ya, dia akan mencari perkataan yang salah lah. So, Anda beritahu saya bahawa jika Anda di sini ada 2 F ya, ya mereka tidak akan tolong untuk do the best match search ya, untuk mencari itu MANUFF. Dan mereka akan mencari MANUFF dengan apa perkataan yang di belakang lah ya. So
tadi cari noodles dengan S berarti yang noodle tanpa S nggak keluar ya Pak Aziz gitu?
Ya, akan dikeluarkan jika ada noodle dengan S ya. Oke?
Ya, itu aja sih. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Pak. Ya. Oke, so yang ini ialah untuk industry classification search ya di sini. Kita boleh pun mencari tentang director manager karakteristik. Ini lebih ke arah untuk beneficial owner atau ownership atau shareholder dan lain-lain lagi. So mungkin untuk keperluan anda ya tidak penting, tapi jika anda membuat propensity to invest ya, mungkin anda boleh mengetahui tentang siapa board of director tentang perusahaan tersebut, boleh membaca tentang biografinya. Mungkin anda tahu orang ini ya dia selalu suka invest ke dalam arah makanan, dan dia ada banyak duit untuk menggunakannya kerana dia duduk di perusahaan-perusahaan yang lain, dan mungkin ini ialah informasi yang penting untuk membuat analisa yang kualitatif untuk anda ya, bukan kuantitatif ya. So di sini pun anda boleh mengetahui tentang customer information, competitor information yang penting. So nanti di perusahaan laporan perusahaan saya akan memberitahu anda tentang ni pun ya. So ada boleh mengetahui corporate action atau dividends. So selalunya saya tahu jika ada perusahaan yang memberi dividen yang lebih kecil, mungkin mereka menggunakan itu earnings ya untuk reinvest into R&D atau aktiviti yang lain ya. So itu mungkin adalah satu variable atau satu informasi yang penting untuk mengetahui untuk anda bahawa ni perusahaan ni dividennya mereka sudah potong kerana mereka menggunakannya untuk R&D atau mereka mungkin perusahaan tersebut tidak membuat baik, not performing well ya. Okay. So di sini pun kita ada ownership data. So mungkin anda mau mengetahui tentang BVD Independence Indicator. So tadi kita di help guide ya. So di help guide di sini untuk user guide kita boleh mencari apa tu BVD Independence Indicator ya.
Dia tentang apa Pak Aziz?
BVD Independent Indicator.
Ya.
So di sini BVD Independent Indicator ialah untuk identify ya companies
rating.
yang independen ya.
Hmm.
Ya, so untuk A ya, di sini kita klasifikasikannya adalah
Ya.
25% yang ke
Oke.
bawah tidak ada shareholder ya.
Hmm.
Yang tidak ada yang lebih 25% lebih. Untuk B adalah 25 sampai 50 ya di sini.
Oke.
C ialah indirect ownership. Kerana anda untuk sistem kami kita tahu bahawa kita akan mapkan ya semua shareholder, corporate group dan lain-lain lagi, dan kita akan tahu siapa mungkin ultimate owner-nya atau ada satu subsidiary, ada yang perusahaan yang ibu bapanya yang ada ownership lebih daripada 50% lah untuk subsidiary ini, dan D ialah direct ya, bahawa itu perusahaan yang di atasnya mereka ada lebih daripada 50% ya. So mungkin ini fungsi yang penting untuk anda Pak Heri.
Ya.
Okey.
Pak, tentang ownership
Ya.
itu nama atau negara asal?
Untuk sini ya.
Iya.
Ni lebih ke arah siapa yang own the company ya.
Nama seseorang ya?
Ada nama perusahaan. Ya.
Ada originnya nggak? Country of origin?
Ada, tapi
Ada ya?
anda mesti menggunakan dengan lokasi ya di sini.
Oh, bukan. Maksud saya begini. Katakanlah Sharp ya, atau Indofood.
Aha.
Nah, terus kita tanya ownership-nya.
Ada.
Ada ya?
Nanti di laporan perusahaan saya akan memberitahu anda tentang ni ya.
Oke.
Okey. So kerana ini di sini lebih ke arah filtering ya.
Oh ya, oke.
Ya. Yang informasi yang lengkap untuk setiap perusahaan mesti ke laporan perusahaan tersebut lah. Ya. Dan nanti saya akan memberitahu anda semua yang di dalam laporan perusahaan supaya anda tahu apa yang boleh digunakan di situlah. Okey. Okey, so di sini kita pun ada data kewangannya atau laporan kewangannya seperti key financial, key ratio, global format ya, global detail format, spreadsheet cash flow dan lain-lain lagi ya. So di sini kita menggunakan satu format ya yang unik ya ke sistem kami. So di user guide sini kita boleh mencari seperti global standard format ya. So jika anda mau bermain dengan data atau membuat ratio yang lain, anda boleh melihat di sini setiap item di financial item ya ada formula ya. So jika anda mau mengetahui tentang apa yang di dalamnya, boleh melihat ke sinilah. Kerana kita menggunakan satu format yang standardized ya di seluruh dunia supaya anda boleh compare dengan Singapura, Malaysia, Jepun, Indonesia dengan yang sama ya, data sama ya. So ada ramai di sini. So mungkin di dalam masa yang anda kita boleh lihatlah. Tapi untuk mungkin untuk contoh ni kita boleh menggunakan data 3 tahun yang lalu lah ya. Okay. So di sini ada relative year, anda boleh melihat less available year atau mau tahun yang 2021, 2020, 2019 atau lain lagi. So di sini pun
maaf, kalau 2022 how current is that?
2020?
Ya. 22.
Di sini?
Ya.
So
How current?
untuk informasinya kita mendapat informasi setiap minggu ya daripada information setiap minggu. Tapi mungkin ada jika kita dapat laporan kewangan daripada perusahaan tersebut, mungkin 3-4 minggu lah sebelum dia ke dalam sistem kerana mesti kita membuat data validation, membuat data check, ensure it's correct dan semua lagi sebelum kita menaruhkan ke dalam sistem lah.
Oke.
Ya.
Jadi kalau untuk 2022 itu data bulan Juni sudah masuk ya, kira-kira?
Kira-kira
The
ya.
first semester.
Mungkin Juni udah ada.
Oke.
Ya.
Oke.
Nanti saya beritahu Anda bahawa melihat jika datanya mendatang ke sistem kami pun.
Oke.
Ada tarikhnya untuk dilihat ya. Okey, so di sini
Oke.
Anda boleh menggunakan value-nya atau mengetahui perusahaan yang ada sumber known value ya di sini pun. So mungkin kita membuat operating revenue aja yang lebih senang ya. So di sini Anda boleh melihat ada 4 perusahaan dengan informasinya lah. Ya, so selepas tu Anda boleh menggunakan rating jika Anda mau. So kita ada yang Moody, Standard and Poor, Fitch semua ada di sini ya untuk digunakan. Ada financial strength ya. Jika Anda mau menggunakan ada banyak risk score ya. Yang boleh menggunakan credit risk score daripada Zender semua ada di sini. Dan nanti kita pun ada environmental score ya dari Truecost ya. So mungkin ini yang penting untuk Anda menggunakan lah. Ya. So nanti saya akan memberitahu bahawa Truescore ini di-calculated ya. Atau mungkin saya boleh memberi Anda dokumen ya kerana ia panjang ya. Mungkin Anda boleh membaca dalam masa Anda. Dan jika ada pertanyaan boleh silakan ke saya lah tentang environmental risk score ini ya.
Oke.
Ya, tapi yang summary ya. Revenue at risk from cost caused by environmental damage and pollution lah. Ya, so mungkin ada itu flood lah, earthquake lah, mungkin gunung meletup atau apa. Ya, volcano ya. Di sini kita ada Krakatoa ya. Saya tahu di 2 jam di luar ada Krakatoa ya. Ya. Saya tahu di situ ada glamping sekarang ya. Anda ada pergi tak untuk glampingnya? So di sini pun ada boleh mengetahui tentang type of account ya. Mungkin consolidation code yang penting ke Anda. Kerana di sini kita ada consolidation code C1U2 jika ada kedua-duanya supaya Anda boleh melihat apa tu changes ya daripada local regulasi dengan itu listed company di tempat negara tersebut atau Anda mau consolidated accounts ini pun ya. So dengan di sini kita pun ada stock data ya untuk perusahaan tersebut. Ada price trend, boleh melihat current stock data, tapi stock datanya ialah 1 atau 2 hari lag ya. Bukan hari ini aja. Mungkin semalam atau 2 hari yang lalu ya. Tapi kita pun ada beta yang Anda boleh menggunakan. So mungkin saya tidak tahu Anda menggunakan any financial ratio seperti alpha atau yang lain, ada tak? Tidak ya? Okey. Okey. So di sini kita ada earning estimate yang boleh digunakan. So ni ialah buy or sell recommendation. Ni lebih ke arah saham ya. Mungkin tidak penting lah untuk kegunaan Anda. Kita ada merger acquisition deals ya. Mungkin ni penting untuk mengetahui jika saya picit merger acquisition, Anda boleh tahu ada rumor, pending, postpone, announce, unconditional, completed or withdrawn ya. So kita membuat itu data script ya daripada online dan kita akan mengetahui tentang aktiviti dalam merger acquisition di sini ya. Klasifikasinya di sini. Okey?
Okey.
Nanti saya beritahu Anda di laporan perusahaan pun lah di mana boleh dicari. So di sini kita ada satu, saya ingat ni yang penting ya untuk digunakan untuk Anda, user defined variable ya. Kerana di sini kita ada ratio ya, tapi ada ratio yang lebih ramai yang Anda mungkin menggunakan untuk hari-harian Anda, kerja harian Anda. So di sini Anda boleh membuat satu formula. Ada satu formula yang Anda selalu menggunakan?
Sejauh ini belum.
Sejauh ini belum.
Ya. Baru raw data dulu, nanti pasti akan dipakai itu.
Oke. So mungkin saya ada sedikit ya yang di sini. So saya boleh memberi Anda melihat. So Berry ratio ada di sini ya. So Berry ratio ialah gross profit atau operating expense ya. So boleh ditaruh di sini atau alpha ya. So di sini saya pun boleh membuat alpha. Alpha ialah portfolio return ya.
Oke.
Portfolio return on a specific stock based on the current market conditions lah. So di sini anda boleh melihat di user defined variable yang saya sudah membuat apa formulanya ya. Anda boleh melihat formulanya di sini. Kita mengambilkan ni ialah the stock return ke hari ini ya. Minus itu basically the return, the market returns, the risk-free rate, ya, dan menggunakan beta. Dan ni ialah itu basically the market returns. Selalunya kita menggunakan S&P 500 atau menggunakan SGX atau di sini IDX, ada IDX 100 ya.
Oke.
Ya, so boleh googlekan nombor ini sampai year to date lah return, dan boleh mencapai satu formula macam inilah untuk mengetahui seperti alpha atau Berry ratio-nya. Seperti Berry ratio ialah gross profit atau operating expense dan lain-lain lagi ya.
Pak Aziz, pelan-pelan. Maaf Pak. Kalau PRTR underscore YR2DA ini apa jadinya cara membacanya, formula ini?
Okay, so jika Anda ke sini, custom data, user defined variable, create a new. So mungkin saya buat satu example ya.
Ya.
Saya buat Berry ratio lah, lebih senang ya.
Ya, Berry ratio, oke.
Yang alpha itu lebih kompleks.
Ya, betul.
Okay, so Anda boleh mencari di sini gross profit ya. So gross profit mungkin ambil daripada income statement. Dengan itu operating expense ya. Saya cari aja. So boleh divided by the operating. Operating expenses.
Oke.
So selepas tu Anda boleh testkan ya. Di sini dengan perusahaan yang Anda mau ya.
Ya.
Singapura, kita menggunakan yang di Singapura ya.
Ya.
Mungkin satu ini lah, Singapore Telecom lah ya. Ya, so akan di sinilah informasinya ya. Dan jika ada yang lain Anda mau menggunakan, boleh pakai di sini. Untuk tes boleh mendapat ya. Seperti Singtel di Singapura itu alfanya 8.57 ya. So jika Anda ada masa, Anda boleh menciptakan ratio-ratio yang Anda maulah untuk comparison atau mengetahui seperti perusahaan ini ada banyak cash reserve. Ada setiap tahun mereka menggunakan banyak cash reserve ini ke R&D atau yang lain lah. So, di sini
kalau legion-nya di mana Pak? Berry ratio misalnya, legion-nya di mana?
Region-nya apa?
Ya.
Region apa?
Legion tentang Berry ratio. How do you calculate Berry ratio?
Boleh Google.
Oh, di Google.
Saya selalu dia. Ni apa Berry ratio?
Oke.
Saya selalu Google ya. So,
ratio gross profit. Formulanya tergantung kita bebas mau menamakannya apa, terus kemudian kita mau bikin formulanya dengan nama variabelnya gitu ya, Pak Aziz ya?
Iya.
Harusnya
kalau misalnya kita bikin namanya inflasi, tapi ternyata perhitungannya Berry ratio, bisa-bisa aja gitu ya, Pak Aziz ya?
Bisa. Kalau soalnya di sini ada namanya yang Anda boleh Bernamakannya ya. Anda mau namakan dia apa? Saya Pak Harry Special Variable pun boleh.
Gini nih, Andika Ratio.
Andika Ratio ya boleh.
Ya.
Pak Haji, saya mau
Andy.
tanya, kalau misalnya ternyata saya begitu saya enter ya, tapi ternyata saya salah membuat formulanya, apakah bisa edit atau di erase bikin baru, Pak Haji? Tadi
Bisa.
saya lihat
So, di
nggak ada
sini ada setting ya ke user edit ke user define variable sini. Anda boleh delete ya. Di sini ada apa nih cross ya.
Oh,
So,
jadi delete ya, Bu?
Ya,
Nggak
jika
ada
Anda
edit.
tak suka nih, cross saja boleh delete. Mau delete, delete. Mau edit, boleh edit. Picit ni aja. Tu apa tu?
Oh, ya.
Tu
Di
bulat
setting,
ya. Bulat dengan itu apa ni ada saya tak tahu this one is in bahasa apa. Bahasa cogwheel in English ya. So, di sini boleh edit lah data-nya.
Oh,
Okay. Selepas anda udah senang, boleh okay, savekan aja.
ya. Sip, makasih, Pak.
Sama-sama. Kita balik ke sini. So, itu ialah satu tempat yang penting lah untuk user define variable untuk digunakan dan boleh menggunakannya seperti filtering criteria ya untuk anda.
Oke.
Okay. Jika tiada soalan, saya akan
Masih ada Pak, masih ada soalan.
Oh, masih ada
Pak,
soalan?
Location itu headquarter ya?
Okay, di sini location ada ramai kegunaan ya. Anda boleh address or incorporation atau trading address.
Oh,
Ya, so jika perusahaan itu mereka membuatnya di Singapura, ia akan di Singapura. Tapi ada perusahaan ya seperti Shopee ya, C Group ya. Trading address-nya di Amerika Syarikat. So jika kita menggunakan trading address di Amerika Syarikat, ia akan diambilkan lah.
Oke.
Ya.
Kalau itu manufacturer, dia kan mesti located somewhere in the world.
Yes.
Katakanlah Philips.
Aha.
Nah, terus dia tersebar ada di Afrika, ada di Asia. Itu terdaftar juga? Pabriknya, the manufacturernya.
So, Anda bermakna bahawa ada perusahaan namanya Philips ya? Mereka ada perusahaan yang di Afrika atau
bukan?
Tempat ya?
Philips itu misalnya dia memproduksi television. Nah, some parts of the components are produced in Africa. Some other parts produced in Asia. Itu ada daftarnya nggak?
Saya ingat tiada.
Tiada, oke.
Ya, itu lebih spesifik ya. Untuk mengetahui bahawa untuk perusahaan ini tersebut manufacturing partnya dari Afrika, daripada India atau lain-lain lagi.
Jadi dengan kata lain apa? Kalau address ini artinya apa? Headquarter?
Bukan. Okey, mungkin Philips ya. Philips ada. Philips Singapore Private Limited ya. Ada Philips Philips South Africa.
Yes, Philips the Netherlands, Singapore, South Africa.
Ada PT Philips ya, atau Philips Netherlands atau apa. So ni ialah address of incorporation. So jika anda taruh Netherlands, mungkin ada Philips Netherlands yang dia akan ambil. Di Singapura ada Philips Singapore yang akan diambil. Dan untuk perusahaan tersebut, anda boleh mengetahui tentang laporan keuangan, company reportnya, boleh mengetahui tentang apa yang mereka membuat.
Itu
Ya, so nanti di laporan perusahaan saya beritahu anda lah bahawa mengetahui dan boleh mengetahui daripada group level ya, semua perusahaan yang di bawahnya.
Oke, betul. Ya. Nah, nanti tolong diingat karena itu agak pasti krusial. Ada structure tertentu kan?
Ada structure tertentu.
Yang di dalam data sistem ini kita punya data di kepalanya atau di ekornya?
Ada ke atas dan ke bawah, ada kepalanya, kepala teratas sekali, ada yang kecil sekali.
Oke.
Ke kakinya lah.
Oke.
Okay. Okay. So, saya ingat itu lebih penting ya. Okay, nanti saya akan memberitahu Anda tentangnya ya. Okay.
Iya. Sebab begini nanti research-nya kan misalnya tadi Philips gitu, jangan sampai kita jadi seolah-olah punya dua sampel. Padahal Philips itu satu headquarters yang seluruh datanya sudah ada di headquarters-nya.
Nanti ada segmentation pun ya. Nanti saya beri Anda geographical segmentation semua, ada
siap.
informasi tentangnya nanti. Okay. So di sini ialah ini list view lah ya, atau results tentang perusahaan yang kita mendapat daripada search strategi kami tadi ya. So ada informasi tentang ini semua. Dan Anda boleh add ya lebih informasi lah jika Anda mau ya. So ini untuk export ke Excel lah ya.
Oke.
So mungkin Anda mau company name. Okay, company yang mudah ada. Kita boleh BVD ID number ya. Boleh menggunakan BVD ID. Independence ya. Boleh menggunakan itu country ya. Country code ya. Address and corporation. Kerana kita menggunakan address and corporation. Mungkin yang penting ialah currency ya. So nanti saya beri tanda melihat itu currency. Mungkin SIC code ya, dengan description ya. Penting. Dan tadi kita menggunakan operating revenue ya. Sini ada satu pop-up ya, akan diadakan
USD.
Ya, defaultnya USD, tapi Anda mau original currency pun boleh. Dan kita boleh add each closing date atau last closing date boleh. Klik OK dan akan di sini ya. Ya. So, jika
ini
Anda
artinya,
mau,
sorry Pak sebentar. Artinya kalau kita balik prosesnya, kita langsung ke section yang ini, terus mengklik-klik ini mungkin ya, tanpa tadi kita harus menjelajahi satu demi satu.
Apa tuh? Apa?
Can we directly go to this format?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So if let's say you have the 110,000 companies, right? You want to go direct,
right.
You can just click next and then you're there.
Okay. So for example, could you please close this one first? The one in very front? No, just close it first.
Yeah, I'll just save the ones first for you, okay?
Okay. Yes, that's the thing. So this is the so-called my list one, starts from header, go down until what's that?
Stock data update, financial strength, segment data, and all.
So if we click them all, it will be listed down there.
Everything will be there for you.
Right, and then we can select, go to the right one here, just like the one you did.
Correct. This is a search, but if you want, you're not sure, you can just click the down.
That's the thing. That's the thing. So we don't have to go back like the one you just presented in the very early. So we can directly go to the section.
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's good.
But if you want to filter, then you need the first section.
But
if you don't care,
right,
then you can just pull everything out.
Yeah, because it saves our time.
Okay. I get what you mean.
We can directly and get down all the samples we need.
Yes. So, okay. So maybe I'll just quickly save this one here first. Okay, and then I'll show you, right? So if we actually go back to the home, right, over here.
Right.
If you want, you can just search the company name straight away.
This one, the one you started earlier, you start one by one and collect all the companies we have. But the one I was thinking was like that one. We directly go to the section that can collect all information we need. Then we just drop what the one we don't need.
Okay. So yes, you can do that. You can do that.
Okay, that's good.
Or you can
That's
also
easier.
do it here at the start lah to filter
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if we go like the one you did, it needs our knowledge about the whole company over the globe. It's impossible for us.
Yeah. Of course. So I guess you can always take this one, put it into Excel, pull it out,
Right.
and then filter in a pivot table or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
So the
so-
idea is like this one, Pak. We start with a very big data set and we sort out the data.
Okay.
So, for example, here we have 100,000 companies,
Yep.
and let's say 50 variables, and we don't need at all. For example, we only need some of them. Say we concentrate on US, Europe, all the things, and also among the 50 variables, we only take maybe 10 or 12, and we can drop the rest of the business. Is that possible?
Yes, you can. So
Thank
you see,
Pak.
there's this X here, right?
Right.
You can tick, and you don't
Yeah.
like, you just click the X,
Okay.
and then you delete over here. The delete, yeah.
Right. So if the approach is like the one I just mentioned, it will be displayed like this one. So we're gonna have 100,000 company list here.
Yes, correct.
Aha. And also to the right columns will be the one that I just click all the variables.
Yeah, all over here. Operating
Then I
revenue.
can drop by using the X there.
The X. Yeah, if you don't like the operating revenue, you just remove.
That's very simple.
Yeah, I just remove here. See?
Okay.
It's
Then if
gone
we
now.
click the name of these variables, the definition will be there.
Definition.
Yes.
If you click no,
Yeah.
definition is always here, right? In the help guide here.
Oh, we need to go to the okay.
Yeah. So there is no definition here other than like operating revenue over turnover. Maybe yes, it's here.
Right.
But if you have your own variable,
We have to go back to user guide.
user
Yeah?
guide. Correct. You have to go back to the
But
user
that's good
guide.
idea, but the one I just mentioned. If you click this one and automatically display the definition, maybe you can tell the one.
I
behind
feedback to the product team. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's very good then. So
Yeah.
let me repeat that one. We do not one by one collection of the companies. We do deduction. We plug them all the variables and all the company, and we sort these variables and the companies according to the one we need.
Yes, you can do that. But
Rather
I
than
think
adding
it'll be
one
a very
by one.
big file.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
tried before. I withdraw about 130,000 companies before for
Right,
pivot table.
Right. And the all variables. Okay. Then.
Yeah. And then with the variable, then I do pivot table. Then I filter from there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we have to go one by one, then it's a jungle. We don't know anything about this. So better we have the bigger picture first, then we sort out on the basis of that one, the bigger pictures. This is the one we need. We don't need this one, and drop all the things.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. And every time we want to get the definition of the variables, we have to go to
help guide.
A help guide. Okay, that's the thing. Thank
User
you very
guide
much.
here.
Yeah.
So just now I show you the global standard format.
Yeah.
So over here.
Yeah.
Under here. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is how it's calculated. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the code here, what is that? 300. The 5 digits.
Okay. So you see 30005. Yeah.
Yeah.
So under here, if I add here, each of these financial items, there's a code. Yeah. So I find for you 30005. Current asset C.
Right.
So in the help guide, it's current asset C. 3005 is current assets. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the number they tag to the financial items. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one then you can then export lah.
Export to Excel, yeah.
Just
Okay.
click export, then you can download it. There.
Okay.
Okay, I show you what it look like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mungkin if you use 100,000, it'll take a while lah.
An hour, a day.
I cannot say. My 130,000 took, I think, 2 days to appear in the export. So maybe start early.
Okay.
Yeah, because there'll be one section later on under the settings, where you
Yeah.
can is export the exports. Can you see here exports?
Okay.
So everything you download will be there for
Yeah.
2 weeks, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
result, or here in Excel.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you can
Okay.
play your free
Yeah.
time,
Right. Right. And the lead gen is not in the Excel.
Lead gen?
Yeah.
Apa
Is
tu
it in the
lead gen?
Excel? No.
What's lead gen?
The information about the variable.
Yeah, it's there. So earlier on I downloaded it, right?
The definition about the variable.
Oh no. The definition is not here.
Although, so we have to go back to the
Help guide. Always
help guide.
go to the help guide.
It's not included in the Excel, yeah? Okay.
No, not included. So it will tell you only the search strategy here,
Okay.
what you use, and then the results of the financial items and all the variables here.
Okay.
But it doesn't tell you how they are calculated.
Okay.
Then what you have to find out yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
The bold blue, is it clickable?
Blue?
The bold blue, yeah. That
Where?
one in the Excel.
Okay, one moment. I open again. Downloads.
You need a new computer.
No, it's because my Excel has add-in.
Okay.
No, my
That
Excel
was
has
status, Pak.
add-ins.
Okay,
Yeah.
status active company. Is it clickable?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
It's just a Excel, yeah.
See, okay. Yeah.
Just
I thought it's
data
linked to
we
the system. No, okay.
No. Not so high tech, yeah. Yeah. So my one has some add-ins from Moody's.
Yeah.
That's why it takes a while to open the Excel.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can you show us how then the method that the one I did I just mentioned. So we go to collect all the data first, all the companies and all the variables. I mean the method to get that done, and then we select on the basis of the whole things. Rather than adding one by one.
Sure. You want like that, then okay. I clear all the steps, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I go to all the companies.
See.
Yeah.
Yes.
118,000. I go
Yes.
to view list or results.
That's the thing. Very interesting.
All here. See.
Yes.
Then maybe I don't like Walmart. I don't like Amazon.
Yes. That's good.
Then I just delete. Yeah.
And to the right side.
Right side. Just add.
Yeah.
Or you want to see? Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
And then you can add. Yeah. Add the variable.
Oh.
And then you add. You want to add everything?
I see.
Okay.
Yes. And okay. Can we include all of them? Is there any maximum number of the columns?
No.
So the only thing is only the axis. How big is
How
that?
long it will take to come out lah?
That's the thing. That's
the only limitation I can tell you that.
Yes.
If I tick all these,
yes.
You see, I can tick all. I can tick for 3 years, whatever it is. Put the unit.
It's a jungle for us. We don't know anything about this one.
Yeah,
So better for us is we go get all the data, then we select on the basis of that one, rather than running one by one and understand the definition.
Yeah. So you can see, I can just add everything.
Yeah.
Whatever I like, I just add 3 years if you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Add all over here, you see?
Yeah.
Automatically all in.
Yeah.
Click OK.
Yeah. So Pak Herman, nampaknya itu lebih recommended. Kita plug semua, dapat informasinya, dari situ kita sort out mana yang kita nggak perlu. Daripada kita cari satu-satu memahaminya, itu takes time itu. Memang soalnya nanti ada pada kekuatan bandwidth-nya, biarin aja. Itu bisa berhari-hari, jangan-jangan nggak download. Enggak sih, saya kira 10 menit lah paling lama. Ya, silakan Pak Andika.
Ya Pak Adis, itu kan tadi berarti kolomnya itu ke kanan itu tidak terbatas gitu ya. Tapi kan kalau misalnya kita tarik ke Excel kan kolomnya terbatas, itu nanti hasilnya gimana ya, Pak Adis? Nggak perlu
Oke.
dicontohin sih, akan banyak ya.
Bisa 2 kali
Gitu.
mungkin. Ya.
Terpisah menjadi seat atau seat yang berbeda atau apa dia
That's
otomatis
good.
tolak karena di Excel yang nggak kuat atau seperti apa, Pak Adis?
Maaf ya, saya tidak paham.
This one, Pak. If we download all this data, the one
Yes.
displayed in the monitor,
Uh-huh.
to the right, very right,
Yes,
how many
yes.
columns we have?
As many as you want.
See, is it constrained by the Excel, the number of column in Excel?
What is the maximum in Excel? I've never seen it before.
Let's check. Ada yang bisa ngecek nggak?
I know for rows, right, it's at least 1 million.
Oke. Man, coba dicek, Man. Di Excel tuh paling ke kanan berapa sih?
18.000, Pak.
Berapa? Ke kanan,
18.000
ke kanan bukan ke bawah.
Eh,
Ke kanan, ZZ barangkali ya.
karakter ya, saya lupa sampai SFD.
Kalau ke bawah sih saya tahu besar sekali itu sampai 900 juta mungkin.
Kalau ke bawah jutaan, Pak. Kalau yang
Ke kanan.
18.000.
Oh, cukup nggak, Pak?
18,000. Lebih lengkap lah. Saya ingat tak ada 18,000 kolom, okay?
So the constraint will be time ya, Pak Aziz.
I think the only limitation is how long it will take to be exported lah.
That's the thing. Network and your memory then.
Yeah. And the system, the server, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Pak Aziz, what if we want to know the relationship between a company and its branches?
Okay. I'll show you quickly, yeah. So if I click Walmart, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the company report, yeah. So
Okay.
earlier on, I will go through the full company report with you lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get like address, accounting information and all. You can see here, date of corporation, with latest account date. Then over here, can you see? This is when the data was updated. Can you see?
Right.
Release date 6/9/2022. 6 September lah, early this month lah. They updated this one.
This one is day, month, yeah. Okay.
Day, month, correct.
Okay.
Because you see 31/10/1969.
Okay.
Yeah. Cannot be the other way, yeah. 7/31. Wow, we live in a different world, I think.
Yeah, usually 6/6. Okay.
Yeah.
This one. Okay.
And this is the activity.
Okay.
For you to understand description or country rating, we also give you S&P Fitch, yeah. Financial strength score, all, yeah.
Okay.
Industry codes di sini.
See. Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't know what is what, you come here and read.
Yeah. Down to 5 digits, yeah.
Yes. Can you see?
Okay.
Oh, what 6 digits?
6 even.
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 6. Yeah, 6 digit.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 digit for this one. Then you can see here the business line, how they segment the data. Walmart US, Walmart International, Sam Club. Yeah?
Okay.
Segment total other, yeah. So this is
Okay.
so for every company they do this for you, the segmentation, yeah. So some of them is by country. Later on you will see, yeah.
See. Okay.
You see here geographical segment.
Right. Are those countries here, or those company in different countries listed also in the Excel file, or in the one we have in the beginning?
What do you mean?
Here, for example, United States and Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Do we have the data on Walmart Inc. in United States and Puerto Rico?
Okay.
Or
so
we only have Walmart Inc.
You will have only Walmart Inc. But there is one variable for geographical segment.
I see.
That you can pull for sales.
So, okay. It's not double counting then? Not double counting?
Not double counting.
Okay.
No, because when you pull everything, right?
Yeah.
Basically, all the information is from here, actually, the company report. Yeah. So it will say that geographical segment, United States and Puerto Rico, sales, 470 million, yeah?
Yeah.
But as a group whole, if we go up and see.
As a group, okay.
No, as a group, later on you will see at the bottom.
Yeah.
The
no,
sales
I know.
definitely more than 470 million.
Certainly, yes. Okay. Because it's only one branch, right?
Yes, it's only one
Okay.
branch, yeah. So
Okay.
international segment total, consolidated
Yeah.
total. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So in other words, if we click Walmart Inc. here, we got the disaggregation of information.
Yes, correct.
I see. So if we go back to the spreadsheet, then we have the data as a unity, as a aggregate data.
You will have the data like this also.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the detail, right?
Yes. So if
So
you
if
add every variable, then yes, you will have this also. You will have everything you see here.
Yeah.
Can be put into the table.
Okay. Okay. That's very clear.
So you have all these ratios.
Okay.
All there's a
Okay.
graph if you need also,
Okay.
by the way, over here. You
Okay.
can see how they grow and all.
Okay.
Yeah, over the years.
Yes.
Then you can
Yes.
select the different kind of ratios. And
Okay.
this is just the standard format, which I mentioned earlier on.
Yeah.
So I think this one you will know. I just scroll
Okay.
away. I think the one that's more
Right.
important, this is stock information if you need.
Okay.
Market prices over the years,
Okay.
movements and all. I think this one not
Okay.
so important. But you see here, the next one will be current directors, managers, and contacts. Yeah. So let's say, for example, this guy, Mr. Ted, Timothy Patrick Free, can click his name. What it will happen is there will be a pop-up. It will tell you a report about him.
Yeah.
Let it load, yeah.
Okay.
So it will tell you where even he live, yeah.
Okay.
His nationality, where he
Okay.
studied,
Okay.
the
Austin
description
Thomas.
about him,
Yeah.
yeah, everything about
Okay.
him. Oh, so many.
Okay.
Oh,
And the important one is the email address.
email address, I think don't
Right.
have.
You
If
don't
have
have it.
that one, I think that one not from us lah. That one I recommend a software called Lucia.
We want to contact him.
This one we give you the name. How you get the contact number, I leave to you. Okay.
Okay.
So you
So
can
is
see
it
here
only official email address then? Is it possible to get it?
from our portal.
So for Walmart Inc.
We don't
If
have
you want to
that.
communicate with Timothy Patrick Vlaint.
I don't have his email. The system don't have his email.
Okay.
That one maybe you need to find yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In
that
LinkedIn,
one,
for example, yeah.
LinkedIn, yeah. LinkedIn,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can use Lucia, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucia will have the email, sometimes got their mobile phone number all, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can
Okay.
see here, he sits on many different boards, yeah,
Okay.
of companies. So you know this guy, very rich man, yeah.
Right.
Oh, he loves
Right.
JP Morgan, yeah.
Over the globe, this one, yeah. Okay.
All over the globe.
Yeah.
Morgan Stanley, Mexico, Australia, US,
Okay.
Hong
Right.
Kong also he sit there.
Right.
Oh, this guy important man, yeah.
Be careful. Don't go down because my name is listed there.
Oh really?
Yes.
He
Right.
owed
Don't
you,
go down. Don't, please don't go. Don't go.
Oh, is it where? Okay. So yeah, so over here, then you can click the rest if you want to know.
Okay. Okay.
It'll tell you where it's taken from, yeah.
Right. What is the PO13?
Where?
That one behind below his name. Mr. Timothy PO1 blah blah blah. That one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's his unique ID here.
Oh, unique ID. Okay. Okay. I thought his phone
Yeah,
number.
so here people also got unique ID. Company, see identification number here.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's all here lah. All these people on the board. Then you can
Okay.
see got other management staff. Okay. You can see all the names.
Yeah.
So good for you to know who to talk to, who to
Yeah.
reach out to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one is more on the ownership. Yeah.
Okay.
Subsidiary. So these are all their subsidiary. Can you see?
I see.
I think this is the one that you want, right? And then
Yeah.
you can see I click this
Yeah.
button.
That one.
I click this button, got more below.
Mhm,
Can you see? Below got one more.
mhm.
And then you can see the percentage ownership.
Mhm.
Where is the source taken from? When was the data last updated?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
the date, right? This one is not this date you just need to take note, right? Sometimes the
Okay.
date can be like 2014. Yeah. Then you say, oh, I think this data not up to date, right? But maybe that was when the company was acquired by them,
Yeah.
right? And then there's no change, right?
Okay.
So the date of information will not change accordingly.
Okay.
So it could be like
Okay.
this new Moose Jaw
Okay.
LLC, they buy it 2017,
Mhm.
then they leave it at 2017, yeah?
Okay.
So you can click this one also, click like this button, it'll tell you,
Yeah.
Walmart
The
store
address.
acquires
Yeah.
Moose Jaw 2017. That's why I never changed in 2017, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one we help you to provide the news and information lah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can just see
Okay.
all of them all over the world, yeah?
Okay.
I think got 100 more, got 234 lah. So you can just click here to see
Okay.
all of them.
All subsidies.
Yeah.
But what is listed here in the Orbis data system, it's only Walmart Inc.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Not every single Walmart in every country.
It's every single Walmart, every country, right? Walmart, Monroe, Morwat, Super Center, yeah?
Yeah, I know. I mean, if we go back to the very big data of 100, when Walmart is there, what is calculated there or what is counted there is only Walmart as a global company.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Walmart Group. Cause,
Yeah, Walmart Group. That's right. That's right.
but
Okay.
but the system has Walmart Canada, yeah?
Yeah.
So it means that there'll be Walmart Inc. over there. Then out of the 100 over 1,000, there'll be another Walmart Canada, Walmart, Walmart something,
Okay.
Walmart
Okay.
Singapore. I know Walmart in Singapore, but
Okay.
Walmart Mexico or something, yeah?
So, in other words, if we have two Walmart, then there will be there must be a different Walmart, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So all these subsidiary is
Yeah.
inside our system.
I see. Okay.
So
Okay.
when you pull Walmart Inc., then you get Walmart Canada, Walmart something, yeah? Yeah. And
So
over
in other words, again, what is listed as 100,000 companies in Orbis data is those with aggregated data within every single company. Say,
the
for example,
100,000, if I'm not wrong, is the
headquarter.
The headquarter, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very clear. Very clear. Okay.
Okay. Then you can just come in here and look at what are the rest, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. If we want to go into detail.
Yes, correct.
Yes, right. Okay.
And the company information and all, yeah,
okay.
as well.
Right.
This is the news. So you can see there's a lot of news on this company. Yeah. And then over here on the right hand side, it was what I just went through, all of them. Yeah. And you have your own user defined variables if needed.
Okay.
So you just click this one, it will show you.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the alpha which I created, it will be available here for you to see. I think the one that was missing was major customers, yeah.
Okay.
So they say no major customer because most likely their customers are human beings, yeah.
Yeah.
Then your competitor definitely Costco, yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you can even find their competitors lah.
Yeah.
And then just now there was a stock data, corporate action dividends if you wanted to see.
Right.
Yeah. And then over here, if you want their financial reports, yeah. Balance sheet of their structure, yeah. You can see here how it's done. Like for example, fixed assets makes up about 66%, net assets and all. And you can see here there's others, like for example, the P&L, evolution of the variables, indices, the stock market price and all. So this one I would say in your free time you can go and see, yeah, if it's relevant for you. But I think the most relevant one is the results table just now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, for us it's easier if we get the very big data first, then we sort out from the very big data. Because we don't have to study one by one every variable in your website.
Yes, correct. So you just get all these, then you can go and
like
think
this one.
Then you think about it later, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is very interesting then. Ayo kawan-kawan silahkan. Kalau ada lagi yang mau diutak-atik, ini banyak sekali sebetulnya pertanyaan ini, tapi ya amazed juga kita bisa sampai ke sini.
Marcel, can I ask a question?
Silakan, please. Siapa itu? Pak Yosi, silakan.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Aziz, for your presentation. Could you please show us what the Orbis said to be the algorithm to to probe for the propensity to invest for companies?
Okay. So for that one, I would say I would like to ask. One moment. I got a phone call. Sorry. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my question is the propensity to invest, right? I would
Yep.
say that is defined either firstly by, if let's say I go to Google, right? Propensity to invest is the ratio of change in investment to change in income, correct?
It's not.
So I would say over here we don't define that for you, right? You would have to create your own unique user-defined variable over here, right? So in the case that it is change in investment to change in income, right? So maybe you can find investment, yeah. Total investment, is there something you will use? Or whatever this is, net investment income, total investment at all, then you can just divide it by, just now earlier on was change in income, right? So maybe net income, I don't know, maybe. So I'm sorry if I'm not so sure about what to utilize, because I'm not an expert in what is the propensity to invest. But basically, this is what I will do lah over here.
So you mean we have to construct or we have to formulate our own variables in order to get the propensity to invest indicators, etc.
Yes,
Because
correct.
in your proposal sent from Margaret, I think I thought Orbis has already have a pre-established variables that count automatically about the propensity to invest. That's why the context of my question.
I see. So yes, over here there are the ratios that you can use. For example, return on shareholder funds, profit margins, return on assets, the current ratio, solvency, price to earning, and then and then any other kind of ratios that you may need. But I would say specifically for propensity to invest, I would say we don't have a specific ratio for that.
According to the Margaret, she told us that after this one, after we have selected companies, we can send to Margaret, and there will be a team to input the data propensity to invest.
So it's apart from the database ya Pak Harsal.
Yes, correct.
Aksesnya nggak dikasih untuk itu katanya.
Yeah. Different. Sorry.
Itu jadi itu different website.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you for your question, Pak Yosya.
Is good enough, yeah, because we can formulate our own variables and make an automatic count, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, that's it for me, Pak Aziz, Pak Harif.
Ya, oke. Silakan kawan-kawan yang lain, silakan interupsi saja. Pak Aziz, nanti when we come to the end, then can we sum up this with some repetition on the way we just did, especially when we want to get the overall data and sort out on the basis of the aggregate data then.
Sure,
Ya, 4 later on. Ya. Oke. So please kawan-kawan silakan, ada yang mau dibongkar-bongkar lagi? Saya tadi ada beberapa pertanyaan itu sebetulnya. Oh iya Pak. Silakan Pak Andika.
Ya, Pak Haji, tolong infokan kalau misalnya tidak menangkap bahasa ya.
Ya.
Jika beberapa data itu N.A ya, artinya kan not available ya. Bagaimana kita membedakan data itu masih menunggu, data itu memang tidak ada, atau memang data itu nol, Pak Haji? Karena misalnya ketika tadi kita contoh menghitung formula yang tadi, kan bisa aja salah satu variabel itu mungkin datanya belum terupdate. Kemudian kita bisa jadi salah perhitungan tuh, misalnya salah satu variabelnya itu jomplang sekali karena ternyata salah satu variabel yang kita masukkan di situ tidak, datanya belum lengkap. Gimana kita mengidentifikasi variabel tersebut, Pak?
Okay, Pak. So, saya buat English ya, lebih senang ya. Tadi lebih kompleks ya. So, so every country has a different requirement of reporting, right?
Okay.
So every financial item maybe that we have available is based on what we get actually from that specific country's regulation, right? So we work with information providers who work with like ACRA, Malaysia SSM, Indonesia, maybe like AHU and all that. So we get the data from them, and then maybe specifically for that specific financial ratio or financial data, it's not required, right? So we don't have the data for that. And then we won't provide it to you because at the end of the day, that will be inaccurate or something not real, right?
Okay.
So for that, if you want to filter out, if based on what Pak Harry is suggesting, we pull everything, then you filter, or earlier on when I did the financial data, if we come here, operating revenue for the specific years, maybe,
right?
Yeah, there's these all companies with a known value here, yeah.
See,
So this will
a noun
exclude,
value.
yeah. So exclude all the NA, NS, or whatever it is lah. Okay.
Ya.
Saya potong, Pak. Jadi ketika all variable with non values itu artinya data tersebut sudah terverifikasi dan sudah final, is already final. All variable included.
Ya. Adapun yang di sini, you can also use the account type availability, ya.
Yeah.
Yes, if available account ya.
See.
Di sini ya. Boleh titikkan pun ya. Terus selalunya ada perusahaan yang tidak membuat laporan atau mereka sudah hapus ya.
Ya.
Itu karena di sini pun nombornya lebih kecil lah.
Betul.
Ya.
Oke. So Pak, kalau kita masuk dengan tadi cara di mana hanya ya data yang terisi, maka what's reported there in the Excel file, in the spreadsheet? Empty cells or triple dot or something?
Apa? What triple dot?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Dot. It's empty cells basically, but sometimes people have their own mark.
So this is the standardized format.
Okay, this one, NS, for example. N.S. Yeah, that one. Is there any legend for that one? The empty cells, the NS, triple dot, or sometimes NA, blah, 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 all the things?
There's no triple dot. I think there's only NS or NA.
NA, okay.
Yeah. So for NA, non-applicable, yeah?
Not applicable. And what is NS?
I don't know. Okay, I'll find out what is NS.
Not suitable, I guess.
Not suitable, that sounds so weird, right? Or could it be non-stock?
Non-stock. Oh, okay.
Maybe the company is not a listed company, yeah? No
This
stock.
is your own data. You get to tell us then.
Yeah, I'll find out what this NS. Let me note down. N.S, yeah?
Okay. So it's only two criteria, yeah? N.NA and NS. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I take note, yeah?
Okay.
What is this? I'll get back to you next week on this one, yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Ayo, mari silakan Bapak. Ini banyak sekali nih informasinya yang perlu dilacak. Pak, about the headquarter, where is it? in this one, in the spreadsheet? How can we put headquarter here?
Bisa. Over here add ya lagi.
Add-nya mana? Oh, sebelah kanan. Ya.
Kanan sekali ya, kanan
Oke,
sekali.
siap.
Headquarter.
Ya. Oke.
Pak Aziz, Pak Arsel,
Yeah,
can we also know in what countries a company has operations or has investment plan or even manufacturing factory, etc.
Yeah.
Pak Aziz, thank you.
Tadi ada sepintas, tapi diklik one by one.
Di sini ya, mesti balik ke company report ya.
Yeah.
So this is where you will find the main activity industry. Yeah.
The profile ya.
The profile.
Yeah.
And then industry activities over here.
Right.
To tell you where they operate in the different kind of industry.
Right.
Description, yeah. And then over here, you can see the peer group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, peer group means?
Oh yeah.
Basically, the companies that they are similar with.
Oh, see. But not necessarily they are under this as a sub.
No.
Okay.
Under Amazon, then this company will be under ownership here.
I see.
Yeah, over here at the bottom here. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just now, I think he was asking about the segmentation. Yeah.
Right.
So let me show you.
Well, basically, it's global activity, global investment capital activity.
Iya, sebab ini Pak, yang ditangkap itu headquarter-nya Pak dari datanya.
Oh, okay.
Nanti detailnya misalnya tadi tuh Walmart yang kita masuk, nanti Walmart dia karena ada Walmart di mana itu ada detailnya. Karena dia kan nggak boleh double counting.
Oke.
Jadi analisisnya selalu pada ininya head company-nya.
Over here you will have the segment data ya. Over
Right.
here. Yang kebezaannya daripada Amazon Web Service ialah softwarenya, store-nya semua di sini. Dan tadi ada pun untuk segmen ya, North America International AWS ya.
That's the thing, Itu dia Pak. Ya. Jadi memang ada dua pendekatan, satu pendekatan agregat, dia sebagai corporate besar gitu, seluruh datanya adalah data agregat. Nanti begitu kawan-kawan misalnya mau masuk pada detailnya harus diklik tuh, kayak tadi Amazon baru masuk ntar variabel-variabel itu, termasuk di wilayah mananya, North American, di internet dan seterusnya. Tadi juga sempat dicontohkan sebelum yang Amazon itu.
AWS apa ya? AWS.
AWS, Amazon Web Services.
Oh, okay.
Amazon Web Services, okay.
Itu teknologinya, cloud service ya.
Cloud service ya.
Di Indonesia pun ada ya, AWS saya ingat.
Ada.
So Pak Aziz, kalau kita misalnya mau memastikan perusahaan X itu berasal dari mana, jadi kita pakai pendekatan headquarter ya. Oke. Dengan kata lain, meskipun di headquarter katakanlah net sales-nya yang terkecil, tapi karena dia ada di Amsterdam sebagai headquarter, maka headquarter di Amsterdam juga. Is that correct? So let's here, for example, kita punya perusahaan Amazon listed in the US. Oke, lalu Amazon punya berbagai stores atau plants di berbagai negara. Yang terdaftar sebagai headquarter di sini adalah Amazon yang di US. Even though all the sales, all the revenue, the smallest one among the branches Okay,
So it's all consolidated up to the group level, yeah?
I see.
Yeah.
Oke. Jadi dengan kata lain gini, Amazon.com Inc. yang ada di Seattle ini pastilah headquarter-nya.
Yes, this is the headquarter.
I see. Okay.
Mm.
But the story is not about headquarter only, but the overall globe of Amazon. Okay, clear.
Yes. If you
So
click,
in other words, when you mention number of employee in Amazon, that means the total global Amazon over the globe, number of employment.
yes, they will tell you how
Okay.
many employees they have globally.
Right, not only the one in the US.
Yes, correct.
Okay, clear. Thank you very much, Pak. Ya, karena pendekatannya agregat. Silakan kawan-kawan, sebetulnya bisa masuk lagi ke industri yang lebih detail lagi sih. Misalnya di HP. Silakan.
Yeah, okay. Can we get the data about companies according to sectors? I mean, yeah, so we sort out the company data according to sector. Can we do that?
Bisa. Dari IC code-nya, Pak. Kan dia punya SIC code, SIC.
Ya, so yang di depan sekali kita ada industri sini.
Itu industrinya. Ya.
Classification ya di sini.
Nah, isunya adalah nggak pakai UNIC ini masalahnya, pakai American.
Ya.
Is that correct, Pak?
Ya.
Itu dia. Ke USIC kan nggak pakai UN.
NAICS atau NAC ada 3 aja ya di sini.
Jadi dengan kata lain gini, nanti begitu kita mau mencocokkan ini dengan daftar yang ada di BKPM kan pakai UN system, nggak pakai USIC. Tapi somehow agak mirip lah, walaupun kemarin sempat ketemu begitu micro detailnya nggak nyambung itu. Kalau misalnya contoh gandum, kita nggak ada gandum langsung di replace menjadi apa itu beras apa gitu, jangan-jangan.
I see. Azim ada di sini ya? Azim?
Harusnya ada. Kemarin kan dia minta masuk ya?
Katanya izin lagi ngajar.
Oh, oke. Tapi ada videonya kok, nggak usah khawatir.
Iya, katanya nanti nonton lewat rekaman aja.
Siap.
Bisa dibuat matching algorithm sebenarnya untuk SIC dengan KBLI ya, tapi ya nanti ke Pak Azim.
Iya. Bisa sih, pasti bisa itu. Cuman nanti gitu Pak, kemarin sempat kita eksperimen tuh, begitu masuk ke digit 5 atau digit 4, definisinya berbeda. Sama example-nya berbeda. Khususnya di agriculture.
I see.
Begitu jagung, ini jagung Madura sama jagung California. Itu yang berbeda kan. Tapi karena pendekatannya ISIC, bukan HS sebagai komoditi, maka itu dikategorikan sama. Kan activity kalau di sini kategorinya. Bukan produk.
Bukan produk ya.
Iya. Pak Aziz, is that correct? Can we also get the data on the types of product of every company? Is it possible?
Type of product meaning what
Right.
do you mean?
So for example here, we have field crop companies and paddy, for example. Or maybe Nestle, the product is milk. Is it possible to get it?
Milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can use the textual search. Yeah.
Okay.
You look for milk or grain or wheat or paddy. Yeah. Then it will help to filter out, right?
Okay.
The information accordingly. So just now we were looking for instant noodles, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Because look at this industry classification. It is not HS. This must be ISIC. That's a study. So I guess product is impossible here.
I think product is not possible here.
Yeah, I agree.
But I understand you want to convert the SIC codes, right?
Right.
To UN or what? Or something like that?
Yeah.
I think I've seen before that somebody converted the codes accordingly. Like for example, US SIC, to
Okay.
Indonesian SIC.
Is it
Yes,
interesting?
yes.
You got the document?
I think I have.
Aha.
You
And you
wait.
can share it.
I stopped sharing my screen. I see I can find it or not now.
I see. Okay. Thank you very much.
Wait, I stop share. Because
Yeah,
later you
yeah.
see my email. Yeah.
Mari silakan Bapak-bapak, Ibu-ibu. Kita masih punya 30 menit. Pak Aziz masih nanti sore pulang ke Singapura. Hahaha.
Ya, sekarang ada F1 ya. Saya takut nanti ramai orang ya.
Ya?
Ya.
Ah.
Okay, I show you. Yeah, I have the document. Yeah.
Okay. Who did that?
Our product team. I think
Oh,
one of the
see.
client asked for it. Yeah.
Okay,
Can you
okay.
see here? This
Okay.
SIC. Yeah.
Okay.
The US SIC.
Yeah.
And then right.
Hi Margareta, your name is here.
Yeah. Yeah, she asked me to convert that time actually. That's why I remember. You see, conversion Indonesia SIC to US
Yes,
SIC.
that's the thing. That's our question.
Oh, that's your question. Yeah, I
Yes,
did it. I
right.
think that
Right.
must be me. Yeah, can you see?
That's the thing. Okay.
Yeah. So I changed it. I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can see here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
converted it. I think that time.
Okay.
So Pak Aziz, did you convert it manually from SIC to KBLI? One by.
I think yes. I asked so I sent it to the product team, and then the product team helped to map the codes accordingly.
What exactly is accordingly? I mean, can we know the method on how you convert the SIC to KBLI? I mean, we can make it as a practice.
Okay. I need to ask the product team on this one.
Okay.
I get back to you on this one, how they do it.
Yeah. Okay. The very clear example is how then you categorize beras, padi, and gandum.
Understand. Okay.
Yeah.
I will ask them. Let me take note.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, any other questions today?
Mari silakan Bapak, Ibu-ibu. Pak Aziz, nanti kita akan probably one or two meetings again, because not all of us are here, and then we need to have a new schedule to get a bit more detail, and certainly many questions we have on our head after this one.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Best is you just have a look, play around, and then after that come back with the questions.
Yeah, right. Later on, after October the 9th, if we have the access already to your system, then how can we get the support from you? Is it possible to call you, make an appointment?
Yeah. I'll give you my details now. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I got your email then already.
I'll give you my number. Even better, yeah.
Okay. See.
You can call me anytime. If I'm sleeping, only I don't pick up. Yeah.
Okay.
I give you Margaret on. So I think you have hers, right?
Yeah. We have already, Margaret.
Aziz, don't say call me anytime, because Pak Hari will call you like early in the morning.
How early? 5 a.m.
Not early in the morning, in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, like what? Booty call, yeah. No, don't call me then, okay? I will be sleeping, yeah?
Ya.
At night when I sleep, my phone is on do not disturb, so you cannot call me, yeah?
We have a term here, kalong work. Kalong is like a bat, like a Batman.
Batman, yeah?
Yeah, this one living in the very night, right? So our work is like that one. In the middle of the night, we call each other.
like owl, yeah?
Yeah. Kelelawar.
Yeah, Batman, yeah?
Yeah, Batman.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Yeah, so this is the email address for the support team.
Thank you.
My email and Bu Margareta's email, and then
Yeah.
the phone numbers as well. So it's good to email the support team because there's a ticket system, yeah? Then we can track whether or not they are doing their work or not.
Yeah.
But if it's urgent, just call me lah or text me. I reply very fast, don't worry. I promise you.
Siap.
Yeah.
Iyalah.
If I
Dekat lah
sleeping, I'm
Singapura
sorry.
itu.
Yeah.
Hanya 40 menit pesawat.
40 minit pesawat.
Iya, pesawat Singapura kan.
1 jam lebih lah, 1 jam
1
15
jam,
minit
oke.
lah. 2 jam lah dengan taxi dengan take off ya. But it's okay. I mean, I saw your office already nearby here, near the Ritz-Carlton. So I stay at the Ritz-Carlton now, by the way. Yeah. You can see my room lah. Let you see my room, okay?
Baik kawan-kawan, itu sampai saat ini. Kalau masih ada pertanyaan silahkan. Kalau nggak ada, Pak Aziz juga harus bersiap-siap karena he's going to leave Jakarta then for Singapore. Masih ada? Tapi kita udah sepakat nanti kita akan berkomunikasi lebih lanjut sampai semuanya jelas dan Pak Aziz siap dikontak anytime, even in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Gitu. Batman Pak, kelelawar.
Okay, Batman. Yeah.
Ya, kalau begitu sekali lagi terima kasih untuk Pak Aziz. Kalau kawan-kawan nggak ada pertanyaan, kita tutup saja di sini. Informasi yang sangat berguna. Nanti mudah-mudahan pada 9 Oktober, once everything is already formally signed, nanti kita akan masuk lagi pada sesi yang lebih teknikal. Tapi untuk saat ini saya kira gambaran besarnya sudah mulai kelihatan dan strategi-strategi yang nanti bisa kita ambil bisa kelihatan juga. Baik, kalau tidak ada pertanyaan, Pak Aziz terima kasih. Sampai jumpa nanti. Siapa tahu kita ketemu di airport di Singapura atau di somewhere else.
Di kantor lah, Pak.
Di kantor lah. Oke, boleh lah. Jangan begitu. Di kantor nggak ada kopi, Pak.
Oh, kantor tak ada kopi ya?
Tak ada kopi.
Tak apa, Pak. Semua Anda boleh datang ke Ritz-Carlton ya. Saya beri Anda kopi, oke? Ya, di sini ada meeting room ya yang kita boleh pakai.
Sih,
ada tempat untuk pertemuan ya di atas sekali di lantai 26.
For free?
For free. For you guys free, no problem.
How big is that?
Bikin training lagi Pak offline.
I think so here there's free food, right? Free food, free drink, free everything. Yeah, come. Just come.
Iya, Pak Yosi. Kita hajar Pak Yosi.
Ya.
Udah hajar. Hajar. Loh,
Time.
Itu grup saya kan masih mau meeting, dia kan masih berurusan dengan itu tuh lokasi. Ya ini udah ada ini. For free lagi kan?
Yeah. Don't worry. Our meeting, if you tell me when I'm here in Jakarta, we can use the meeting room. The meeting room is quite big, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I go up and check later. Later I go up and see how big it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I know at least 15 people can one room.
Oh, big enough, 15 people, and free snacks and lunch, dinner.
Can 15 people. I bring you downstairs lah. We eat the restaurant downstairs lah.
Oh, okay. Restoran Padang lah ya.
No, because when we stay here at the Ritz-Carlton, yeah.
See.
Our breakfast, lunch, dinner, all is catered by the hotel, yeah.
Yeah, siap.
Yeah. But okay, no problem. I'll let you know. I go up and see. Pak Harry can WhatsApp me. Then I take photo of the room. Let you see lah.
Yeah. I contact you then.
Can Thank you.
Ya, oke. Terima kasih banyak sekali lagi, Pak Aziz.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Teman-teman. Oke, we'll meet again ya. Oke, bye. Thank you.